Hello and welcome once again to the Adventures of Orthdin. Last we left off, we had finished getting Exalted Rep with Darnassus. I then headed to the exit door. We're going to go ahead and work on all of the quests in the Azimuth Isles and all of that. And hopefully we can get this maxed out and then start just doing Loremaster quests, and that eventually not only do Nomragon, but should finish whatever I need from Exodore. Alright. And I know there's quests I can grab up here, but I want to do an order. So we'll start over here and then do just like if I was in the starting zone. Protentus starts it. Here we go. Protentus.
Blessings upon you.
We are Draenei. Our ship crashed, and since we have many wounded, our immediate concern is the depleted state of our healing crystals. We must replenish them quickly. Unfortunately, the only way to do this is at this point is to extract the blood from the local Veil moths. Their blood will make for suitable substitute. The moths can be found in many places around the Veil, but mostly in the northwest.
Do not lose faith.
Botanist Tyreeks.
May the light embrace.
The irritated powers cores from the Exodore have been wreaking havoc on the environment here. The most obvious effect has been the appearance of the strange creatures that seem to have sprung up near them. There may be something we can do to help them, but now their sheer numbers are becoming too much for us to handle. I'd like you to go out and cull the numbers somewhat, and perhaps I'll have another idea after giving it some thought.
Blessings upon your family.
I'm out of range. It's too far away. I need to get closer.
Good fortune.
Have you harvested the necessary moth blood for the healing crystals yet? With survivors scattered all over the Vale, time is of the essence.
Remember the lessons of the
Regrettable
past.
that these creatures had to die so that we might live. Indiscriminate killing is not to drain I away. However, the blood you gather will replenish our healing crystals, so their deaths will not be in vain.
Be kind to those less fortunate.
Now that you've gathered all that we need to replenish our healing crystals, I need you to deliver the vials to Zaldon, our priest. You'll find him tending to our wounded inside the central chamber of the ship.
Blessings upon your family.
Arcanon Poros.
You're finished? That's good news. Hopefully we'll find a way to avoid the killing of these mutated beasts in the future. I believe I have found a plan that might give us an alternative solution to this problem, but I will need your help.
Be kind.
The nearby lake The nearby lake has been contaminated by one of the ship's power crystals. Many of the plants and animals of Aman Vale have been mutated because of this. I have a theory on how to heal the lake, but I must have samples from the mutated lashers for analysis. They can be found to the west in the Aman fields. Will you help me, Paladin?
Seek the path of the light.
Zeldun.
Each day is a blessing.
Though I cannot offer you training, young Paladin, I give you my blessing. Walk boldly in the light. Is there anything else?
Be well.
Hello, Paladin. What have you there? Is it for me?
Dionys
Good work.
Haka.
This will do nicely to replenish our depleted healing crystals. But now that you're here, I think I have another use for you, if you're willing.
Be kind to those less fortunate. Arcanon Poros. Safe journey.
Okay. Made it seem like there was something I could do. Alright. Technician Zana.
Greetings, friend.
This emitter is driving me nuts. I'm missing all sorts of parts that I need to fix.
May your days be
We
long
managed to
and your
recover a
hardships
damaged holographic emitter from the crash. If we repair it, we'll have a chance to find other survivors outside of Aman Vale. There are devices from the ship that could be salvaged for spare parts in the area, but the local owl can carry them off before we can get to them. Orthdin, you must go south to Nestlewood thicket and hills to find the spare parts.
Seek the path of the light.
Vindicator Aldor.
The Legion will fall.
Many are the paths of the light, Paladin. You must decide which to follow on this world or any other.
May your days be long and your hardships few.
Zana needs our help to salvage parts from the Exodore. Terex prepared an inoculum that can be given to the Nestlewood Owlkin that live in the area of allotted salvage. Just get close to the infected ones and use the crystal on them. Unfortunately, you'll have to kill the others. You'll find the Owlkin at Nestlewood Thicket and Nestlewood Hills to the southeast.
Remain vigilant.
May you find what you seek. Remember the lessons of the past.
I need to
indicated that's what Alkin doesn't like what just happened. What's up here? Oh, that's nice.
Good fortune. Do not lose faith.
The more we can do to clear up Nusslewood, the faster Dan can get back to work.
Dionys Aka.
With many of the Alkin now inoculated, we can focus on getting out of here and not have to worry about wiping out the Alkin population in the area. Here, choose from these. You've done good work and you deserve to be rewarded. That cost more.
Remember the lessons of the past.
We now have several separate confirmations of unusual activity up top on the Shadow Ridge. This is disturbing. We thought that the scouting missions already undertaken had been thorough. One of my scouts hasn't reported back yet. Paladin, I need you to head southwest to the other side of Silver Lake and find Dalan and see what has delayed him.
Good health, long life.
Something's going on. Okay, so while that's going on, let me go ahead.
Greetings, friend.
I'll need all of the samples in good condition if we'll have a chance of cleansing the lake. We don't have much time, Paladin.
Do not lose
These will do. Thank you, Paladin. While you were out, I managed to gather some equipment together to make an analysis of the samples. This will only take a moment.
Dionys Aka.
Thank goodness, I didn't think it'd work. I'd have an agent for you to spread at Silverline Lake to the south. It will neutralize the effects of the irritated ship's powder crystal that fell there. Swim out there and scatter the neutralizing agent near it. Don't worry, you won't be exposed long enough to become eradicated.
Good health, long life.
Success.
Open your heart to the light.
I'm sure that with our help, botanist Terex will be able to find solutions to our problems.
Dionysaka.
Prince's Fishout. The almond fields to the west are a primary breeding ground for the local lasher population. With the corruption of the water table from the nearby lake, botanist Terex is worried that the lashes will not be able to repopulate themselves once we cleanse the lake. Go to almond fields and pick some of the corrupted flowers for me so that I may take a look at them and see what can be done. You should be able to identify them by their uncharacteristic red petals.
Safe journey. May the light embrace you.
When we have the spare parts, I know that we'll get this emitter repaired. With any luck, there will be someone else there left to talk to.
Remain vigilant.
Let me take a look at these. Yes, I think that those will do nicely. Good job, Orthdin. The emitter is rather complex, so it may take some time to finish the repairs. I'll let you know when it's ready.
Be kind
Oh,
to those less fortunate.
There's more to talk about.
Blessings upon you.
Still not done with the
Remain
repairs. Should be long
vigilant.
though. Alright.
Do you wish to buy? Trade? Be well.
Let's do a circle like that. As the neutralizing agent mixes into the waters of the lake, the water that was irritated by the crystal seems to clear. Tolan,
The Legion's end draws
don't
near.
worry about me.
Blessings
Help,
upon your
Blood Elves.
family.
They ambushed me. Don't have long.
Remain vigilant.
You must eliminate the Blood Elf threat. Find out what they're up to. They're on the ridge behind me.
Good health, long life.
None of you are to leave this valley alive. We won't allow you to leave this valley.
That spell.
I hope you've made your peace. Now I know there's there we go, the blood uplands. These plans seem important. You should take them to Vindicator Aldor at the crash site.
Kai Christor.
The Blood Elves mean to kill us all. How are we to divert them from this course?
Remember the
I have a
lessons
plan.
of the past.
We must kill their leader. Without their master, perhaps they will retreat to regroup. But we need to time until the repairs. We just need to buy time until the repairs are complete. Then Vindicator Eldor must know of this. Kill the survivor, Servier, then return to tell him what we found.
Do not lose faith.
What? Oh, okay. I just have to go back. All right.
Arcanon Poros. May your days
I
be
thank you
long
for dealing with the
and
Blood
your
Elves,
hardships
Servier. Surely she was their leader. Rest assured we will deal with whatever remnant of them is still nearby. Please take one of these weapons as a sign of my gratitude.
Dionys Aka. Blessings upon
What
your
have you got
family.
there?
Dionys
Here, let me
Aka.
read those plans. The Blood Elves have followed us here. They are evil to the core and should be wiped from existence. The beginner takes a moment to regain his composure. I apologize, that was uncalled for. We are indebted to you for your uncovering this information, Orthdin.
Good health, long life.
Orthdin, while you are out and investigating the Shadow Ridge, Zana here has been going on about the holographic emitter. You might want to speak with her.
Do not lose faith.
Kronakai Christor.
I got it. I think I managed to fix the emitter. Here, I'll just activate this last crystal and that should do it. Take a look at the emitter, Orthdin. It looks like it's beginning to work. Someone is appearing.
Dionysaka.
By the 7 Athamal crystals, others have survived the crash. Sahana, is that you? It is so good to see you again. And who do we have here? No doubt the are at this composition possible. I'll give you greetings for Azure Watch. Judging by your signal, we put you just southeast of the larger part of the island we crashed into. Cross the Crystal Brook River to... Sorry, there's a lot of stat. This is great news. Your efforts have indeed saved us, Orthdin.
Be kind to those less fortunate.
Well, that is good, Orthdin. You must go at once to that Azure Watch and speak with Dovan. There's a path that leads east out of this tiny isle. Follow it across the Crystal Brook River to arrive at the larger part of the isle. continue to follow the path and you should find Azure Watch. See if you can convince them to send us some aid and supplies. The rest of us will follow when we can. Thank you. We wouldn't have made it without you.
Favor the road traveled by few. May I be of service? Do not miss me. Krona Kai Christo.
From what you described, the neutralizing agent worked. I just wish that I knew how long it will last. We only need to remove that power crystal from the lake entirely. Thank you, Orthdin. I will tell Tendon to try the neutralizing agent on one of the captured beasts at once.
Seek the path of the light.
Tendon, go ahead and try the neutralizing agent on the mutated creature. Looks like it's time to let you out of this cage. Now, to put on a neutralizing agent on it. Success.
The Naru have not forgotten us.
Hello, Paladin. Do you have those flowers yet?
May your days be long.
Those look
with
like
no
fine
hardships.
specimens. Thank you for performing the field work. Once I find the time to analyze these, I should be able to tell what it would take to restore the fields.
Seek the path of the light.
There you go.
Warm wishes to you.
But I wouldn't give her a healing crystal right now.
Dionys.
Paladin, a couple of mutated beasts jumped me and my leg is injured. I was sent on a scouting mission from Azure Watch and we received word from Zahana. Please, can you go speak to caregiver Selen in my stead? She needs to know how many people to expect in Azure Watch. Just cross the Crystal Brook River here and continue following the road until you get to Azure Watch. Be sure to ask her for a place for yourself to stay in.
Be well.
Tida?
Open your heart to the light.
Grab a net, young paladin. Our people need sustenance.
Safe journey. Remain vigilant.
Found that these waters are bustling with red snapper, a very tasty fish. With a fishing net, I can catch enough to feed dozens of draenei. Unfortunately, I was recently attacked by a creature known as a murloc while netting in the river and have suffered some injuries that prevent me from doing my job. I need help. Use your fishing net near schools of red snapper found in the Crystal Brook River to the east and catch the fish. What do you say? Remember to return the net when you are finished.
Dionysaka.
Kai Christor.
Watch out for the Murlocs, strange and extremely annoying little creatures.
Be kind to those.
I hope the
less
Murlocs
fortunate.
didn't cause too much trouble, Orthdin. I owe you a great debt of gratitude for all that you've done. Perhaps I can teach you how to fish. I even supplied the fishing pole and a babble.
Seek the path.
You did a wonderful job, Orthdin. Our people will be thankful for this bounty. With that said, would you mind taking this halt of snapper to Acton at the Azure Roch? He shouldn't be hard to find as he's awaiting this catch.
Safe journey.
Acton.
The Naru have not forgotten us.
Of course I've got a job for you. We are always looking for hunters. Hopefully you'll feel better than the Draenei we had to send back to the Exodore for burial. Acton laughs. I'm joking. You should have seen the look on your face. They got sent back to the Exodore for treatment for minor wounds. Nothing that they can't recover from.
May your days be long.
What do you think of my
and
armor?
your
Crafted
hardships
it myself. It was a little different than what we traditionally wear, but extremely comfortable.
Remember the lessons of the
Poor
past.
Dana, the Murloc gave her quite a scare. Acton sighs. Hopefully she will recover from the injuries soon. So I presume you're looking for work. Well, there's plenty to be found at Azure Watch.
Be kind to those less fortunate. Dionys Aka.
You're starting to make a name for yourself, Orthdin. How about trying your hand at hunting? Back on Draenor, our greatest hunters would hunt a beast that resembled the moon-gray stag of this region known as a Talbuk. If you think yourself Draenei enough, go out into the wilds and kill enough stags to fill your pack with meat. We'll find them grazing south of Azure Watch. Watch out for their horns.
Remember the lessons of the past.
Pictograph for Aaron.
Blessings upon you.
I think I've cracked it, Orthdin. Aaron points at the totem. All that we need to know about the Silver Pine Furbog language is imprinted on their totems. With just a rudimentary understanding of how their symbols work, we can study the totems and learn to communicate with the Furbogs. I've written down the basics of the symbol matrix on the parchment. Study it and then examine the totem. It will lead you to the next language totem. Speak to Argu when you return on Educated Human.
Be kind to those less fortunate.
The totem has various primal markings. You see owls, bears, wolves, and stags carved into the surface. You note a strange collection of symbols that makes your mouth form the word Akida. You begin to read the totem, barely able to pronounce the awkward words and phrases. Slowly, words start to form in your head. You think that the totem is telling you to go up the nearby hill to the northeast. Still point as Sister Akita urges you to follow him. Alright. Still applying ancestor Akita points to the totem of Ko. The totem has various primal markings. You see owls, bears, wolves, and stags carved into the surface of the totem. You note a strange collection of symbols that makes your mouth form the word COO. You begin to read the totem, but are able to pronounce the words and phrases. Words start to form in your head. You think that the totem is telling you to go across the Crystal Brook River to the east. Perhaps your destination is on the other side of the river. Ancestor Ko motions for you to follow him. Rithkin Azura Summit. Ko zip fly, jumps this river, find Trixits. Totem Tipki. The totem has various primal markings. You see owls, bears, wolves, and stags carved into the surface of the totem. You notice strange collection symbols that make your mouth form the word T-I-K-T-I. The symbols in this totem seem to translate much faster. The patterns and emergence all seem to blend into familiar words. You are fairly certain that totem is pointing you to south, down the river. Something is at the bottom of the river itself. Ancestor Tiki asks you to follow him. Bear you mix take come, gaze upon the Kakatal River, follow Ilag Tugor. Go, search for the bottom river, south. Totem of Yor. The totem has various primal markings. You see owls, bears, wolves, and stags carved into the surface of the totem. You notice strange collections of symbols that make your mouth form the word Y-O-R. You no longer see unrecognizable symbology in the totems. The totems of your reads to you just as easily as your native tongue. The markings identify another Furbog Den, due west of here. You are able to expertly decipher the language on the totem and know that your destination is Stishalim village. Yor will guide you, but if you get lost, you know that you're able to take the ancient elven roads in the forest leading west to reach your destination. Come, Orthdin, let us leave the water together, purified. We go now together. We shall see Vark. Follow me to Vark. Hurry, Orthdin. Vark awaits you. As you read the totem, your mouths forth the word Vark. You understand this to mean justice. The images of the totem depict a war between the Stillpine and the Bristlelim Furbog tribes. The etching shows that the Bristlelim have done unconceivable things to the Furbogs of Stillpine. Amidst the chaos, a prophecy has begun to unfold. A hero will rise, not of the Furbog blood, and save the Stillpine tribe. Slay the Sunlim Furbogs as the Sunlim village for their keys. Use the keys to free a Stillpine cactus. Return to Argu of the Stillpine when you have freed them all. Bear witness to the savage acts of our adversaries, Orthdin. They still are young, are weak, imprisoned here They are left to the devices of the personal limb. Set them free, promised one. The prophecy is true.
I'm out of range. It's too far away.
The still pine for monks must not soon forget your bravery. The prophecy is true. Alright, that should be enough. Alright, let's find some moonstag, shall we?
I'm out of range.
God all day.
Can you feel it? The spirit world draws close during the Day of the Dead. This is why we decorate the graves of our dearly departed with flowers and candles and offerings to welcome them back, even if only for a time. So come, dance with me. Let us cherish and honor those we've lost in the ghostly presence so that they may eat and drink and smile and know that they are loved.
Do not seek death.
Alright, I'm supposed to dance, eh? Alright, as much as this is awesome, I kind of want to look like myself while questing.
May the light embrace you. Safe journey.
The stag hides a furrow which tend to make for tender, succulent meat.
May your days be long.
Well done, Orthdin.
and your
Well done.
hardships few.
Here, I cooked up some tenderloins while you were gone. Maybe you like the recipe too.
Be well.
Well done, Orthdin. Well done. Now that you've cut your teeth with the moon gray stag, it's time for you graduated to more formidable prey. Do not allow the casual discontent of the moon gray's buck to fool you. When provoked, they are fearsome foes. You'll find the buck north of here. Good hunting.
May your days be long and your hardships few.
The prophecy spoke of the one that would rise and deliver us from the oppressive group of Bristleland, and the spirits themselves would herald the arrival of the hero. And now you've come. I humble myself before you, Great One. Promised one, you must travel north to the home of my people, Still Pine Hold. It is there that you will face your most daunting challenge. Go now, High Chief Still Pine awaits you for your arrival.
May
Dulvey.
the light embrace you.
I can instruct you in mining. Interested?
Favor the road traveled by few.
What the-
The Naru have not forgotten us.
In the fevered dreams of our injured guest, she spoke of a fisherman, Kaolin, who was in some distress of Silver Mist Isle to the southwest off the coast of Azure Mist. Well, all that has been happening, no one has had the opportunity to look into it, but I do feel a bit worried. Perhaps there's something you can do, Orthdin?
May your days be long and your hardships few.
Technician Diavon.
Warm wishes to you.
Ah, good to see you again. I'm glad that we were both able to get our emitters fixed, or we might have never found one another. And don't worry, we'll see to it that Amen Vale gets help and supplies.
Dionys Haka. Each day is a blessing.
Speaking of assistance, now that you're here, go around and introduce yourself to the others. I know there's plenty to do.
Safe journey.
Caregiver Solomon,
May I be of service?
please sit and make yourself comfortable.
Seek the path.
Oh, you must want to be the survivors we've been hearing about. I'm glad that you came. Don't worry, we will send someone to see to Aaron's injured leg. I'm most interested in hearing all about your harrowing story of your survival. You're a brave one to have made it all the way here.
Favor the road traveled by few. I hope you find something useful. Safe journey.
Tullius.
Each day is a blessing.
Ours is the path to purity and righteousness and the light. Joel.
Blessings upon
The
your
path of light and
family.
purity is not an easy one to walk, Orthdin. Even I, at times, struggle with following its course. You should seek out my master, Joel, at the Exodore. She trained me when I was at the beginning of my journey. I believe she will find you a new star pupil. You will find Joel in the Vault of Lights in the Exodore in the Vindicator's Sanctum, a room surrounded by a radiant glow of light.
Be kind to those less fortunate.
on post.
Eric Exarch Millionois.
The Naru have not forgotten.
Gaze upon the
us.
Exodore, young human. It is hard to imagine that we survived such a catastrophe. Millionosias. The prophet states that it is here that our fate will finally be known. 10 lifetimes spent fleeing from the maddening of the Virgin Legion. Here we finally make a stand. No more running. I am ready to die.
Blessings upon
You have
your
survived the
family.
woes of our new home and shown yourself a cut above the others. I believe that you have come of age to assist those battling on the front lines of Bloodmist. The hand of Argus could use a human like you. Report to Terrellus, the pack handler. You will find him outside the Exodore attending to the elk. Give him these orders so that you may direct you towards your new duties on Bloodmist.
May your days be long and your hardships.
Options, is there a way to... Later... Missions... Show tracker, enable the backgrounds. Okay. Yellow door. And this is what? This is missiles. Alright. Let's go.
It's too far away.
Oh, isn't this... Wait, what was I? Moon Grace Buck. Stacks. Oh, that's not
I
annoying.
need to get closer. I'm out of range.
That's a stack.
I need to get closer. It's too far away. It's too far away. I'm out of range. It's too far away. I'm out of range.
Alright. let's go back so that I can technically yep. Just down the road. Plus, if there's more hunting, we can do it while questing.
Open your heart to the light. Be well.
The bug's hides are rugged and strong, making for very tough flesh, almost inedible, but we can use them for other purposes.
Remember the lessons
Wonderful,
of the
you're turning
past.
quite a hunter, Orthdin. How would you like to How would you like to look more like me? Well, here's your chance. While you were out hunting, I fashioned these items out of some buck hides that I had lying around. Take your pick.
Be kind to those less fortunate.
You wish to buy? Trade? Be kind to those less fortunate.
By the foul teeth of Kil'jaeden's rotten torso, the entire backside is blown out. How can someone be expected to live in here? I've seen enough. I Chief Stillpine. It is you who will defend my people and usher in a new era of prosperity for Stillpine. For centuries, we have lived in relative peace with the creatures of the land. Several months ago, Karaz began to see dark omens. The peace that we enjoyed for so long was to be lost. The extent of the catastrophe could not be known. So it would be that the gods would shatter our land, turning both friend and foe against us. But there was something else. Amidst the chaos, a hero would rise, a hero not of Stillpine blood. The promised one would deliver us from devastation. The prophesied hero was you. Alright. Mordo. I am Mordo, Elder Hunter of Stillpine. My brother and I were hunting in the woods to the east when we were ambushed by strange insect-like beasts. Such aberrations have never before been seen in Azure-Myth. Could they be a sign of the coming apocalypse? The apocalypse that you are destined to prevent? If you are truly the promised one, you will strike the creatures of the apocalypse down and bring me their hides. From their hides I can fashion armor of great power. Find them to the east, beyond the road. Gruff is my name, stranger. Gruff the Brave. These are dark days, promised one. Even the Murlocs are kicking our tails, literally. Unfortunately, even more than just my ego has been bruised. While our relationship with the Stillfin Murlocs has always been tenuous, never could we have imagined that they would have the gall to attack us and steal from our food source. Travel west to this slithing shore and recover our stolen foodstuffs. And if you see a dark-skinned Murloc with a patch of white fur stuck in between his webbed toes, here. Oh, Ravengers.
I'm out of room.
They are ugly little creatures. Even the blind watcher could see them, and he's blinded. Not only is the prophecy true, this armor is also amazing. Surely it is the armor fit for a champion, and I will sell it to you at a discounted price. It's furthest one. I jest. The first piece is complimentary. Oh.
I need to get closer.
Ah, Ruff's dignity. You recovered the piece of fur the Gruff had lost in the struggle with the Murlocs. Return the fur to Gruff and let him know that the fearsome Murgurla has been slain. A Murloc kicked me in the behind and spit on me in broad daylight. Delicious grain. Parkat will be delighted. Is this what I think it is? Gruff spits on the clump of fur and tries to affix it to the heartless patch on his backside. This will have to do for now. Hopefully one of the shaman will be able to repair the damage.
It's not ready yet.
Stillpine the Younger. Good tidings, Paladin. I am Stillpine the Younger, heir to the throne of Stillpine. I am Stillpine the Younger, heir to the Stillpine legacy. As you can see, my defenders have set up a death trap for the ravening wildcat attack from the inside Stillpine hold. While we are able to hold them off out here, none of my defenders have been able to infiltrate the hold. If you can get inside and slay their leader, it will give us an opportunity to strike. Find Chief Omoro and destroy him. Slay any crazed wildcat that you encounter inside as well. As High Chief, my immediate concern is the root of the corruption in Snowpine Hold. Why did the Wildkin once our allies attack us? Why have they taken residence in Stillpine Hold? Perhaps something inside will hold the answer. Search Stillpine Hold for clues as to the source of the corruption.
I need to get close. It's too far away.
The blood crystal radiates a sickly aura that seeps into water of the cave. On the surface, the crystal will be a piece of the exit orb. Something has gone terribly wrong with this crystal, however, as it is blood red and rapidly dissolving into the water supply of the cave. This may explain the unusually aggressive behavior of the creatures in Ezermist. Return to High Chief Stillpine with this information. The sound of footsteps shuffling echo out the cave. Stay with them, crystals. Die now. Oh, no, wait, not yet. This may very be the opportunity that we needed. I will send an attack at once. The Stillpine thank you for your service, Orthdin. Stillpine Raiders, the time to strike is at hand. Charge! These blood crystals that you saw, my scouts have seen many more to the north. I thank you for your aid, but now I ask that you leave me to confer with the elders. I will call for you once I've spoken with the other elders of the village. Kruz the Revelator. Ah, the promised one has arrived. Welcome to Stillpine Hold. After the crystal storm has subsided, a beast of myth appeared in our village. Brought here by the invading Welcome, this beast, the Kurkan, laid waste to our village. Many Stillpine were slain in defense of our lands, but this fiend and many have since lost their lives attempting to subdue the beast. In my visions, I have seen one defeat the Kurkan. This one must be you, Orthdin. You are our only hope. Enter Stillpine Hold and slay the Kurkan. Bring me his hide as proof of deed. Kruz spit grunts at you. The promised one has emerged victorious. The prophecy is nearly complete. Now about that hide. Take the Kurkan's hide to Mordo, on the other side of the village. He will fashion the hide into an item of your choice. Hello, hero. This is the strongest armor ever made. Make good use of it, Orthdin. The hold is savage, and soon my people will make their way back to their ancestral home. The prophecy has come to pass, and a new age of prosperity begins for the Stillpine. But I fear the darkness looms ahead for your own people. There are questions left unanswered, visions of prophecy unseen. Return to your leaders and tell them of what you have seen here. And promise one, should you ever require the aid of Stillpine, you have merely to ask. Let's go like this. This and make our way down here.
Arkenan Poros.
Visions, you say. Interesting. And this prophecy has come to pass? But you say you saw the power core of the Exodore, and Oros was also in the vision? What can it mean?
Remember the lessons of the past.
Teleros, the pack handler.
The Naru have not forgotten.
What are you
us.
after? Speak up. I am not about to trust you with one of my elk until you prove your dedication and friendship to our people.
Remain vigilant.
Turles adjusts his eye patch to look at you. This is the best we got. We can offer the hand of Argus?
Remember the lessons of the
Tolerus
past.
sighs. Alright, let me have a look at those orders.
May your days
Is
be
he crazy,
long,
entrusting
your
something like this to a
hardships few.
so no-named human youngling? Just remember this, kid. You'll never make it as a hand of Argus. You don't have the guts. I guess I'll have to humor him this time. Speak with Varkin, the Cressel crossing Eplet Miss Isle. Just follow the road north of here, and when it forks, just keep on going north.
Do not lose faith.
Chronakai Christor. Remain vigilant.
Good fortune. Dionys Aka.
Arcanon Poros.
Ours is the path of purity, righteousness, in the light.
Favor the road.
Orthdin, I have been expecting you. Tullus has sung your praises, and I'm eager to continue your training on the path of light. When you're ready to unlock greater power of understanding of your abilities, I will guide you.
Good health. Long life. Remember the lessons.
Cowlin.
Can I assist you?
Cowlin sobs.
May the stars guide
My family, what have I done? What could I have done? Why must I be punished so?
till next we meet.
We have lived peacefully among the owl beasts of this island for many years. You can imagine my surprise when they stormed the beach and attacked us. I fought tooth and nail, but was easily overpowered. As I blackened out from the vicious blows that I had been dealt, I prayed that my family not suffer. When I awoke, all was quiet. The sand was soaked red with blood, their blood. They were devoured whole. I cared not for vengeance, Orthdin. I only asked that their remains be returned to me for proper burial.
Goddess, watch over you.
I'm out of range. I need to get. I'm out of range.
Cowlin.
Ishnu Allah, be careful.
My wife was named Tharissa and my daughter Magwyn.
Good luck, friend.
Thank you, Orthdin. Their spirits will be at peace now.
Elune light your path.
I feel like there were more quests. Okay, that's much better. Alright, what are we looking at? Cry for help. And it's... Magwyn.
Ishnu Daldiel.
My family was attacked by the Murlocs and Owlkin on this island several weeks ago. I managed to escape, but I think that both my mother and father have been slain. I don't know what I'm going to do now, but I must try and get back to my home, or what's left of it. Will you help me get through the forest?
Good luck, friend.
Our house is this way, through the thicket. My poor family. Everything has been destroyed. Father, father, you're alive. Daughter. Thank you, Orthdin, for getting me back here safely, father. You can thank Orthdin for getting me back here safely, father.
Greetings. Till next we meet.
Tears of joy streamed down Carlin's face. How can I ever repay you for this, Orthdin? Please take this heirloom. It symbolizes a sacred bond of friendship, trust, and love amongst night elves. You are brothers to me, from this day until the end of time.
Good luck, friend.
I'm gonna be exalted with the news. Probably before the exit door. Just because I know there might be a blood of bandit, and I've never gotten this quest, so I'll go ahead and do that, just in case I ever run into him. Try it. Says Admiral Odious.
What can I do for you?
Watch your step around here, stranger.
Be careful.
I am Admiral Odious of the Alliance Naval Command. Our ship was forced to port on your island due to an infestation of sorts. It is embarrassing to even talk about, but goblins somehow managed to stow away in the holds of both of my ships. Last night, while most of the crew was asleep below deck, they struck. Stranger still, they took our navigation gear and jumped ship. They just disappeared in the thicket east of here. We go and search for our gear. It will make for a strong
Go
gesture.
with honor, friend.
Cookie macaroni sauce.
Good day to you.
I have asked, matey. Cookie is my name. Cooking is me game. The McWeak sauce blonde behind be a long line of cooks and tradesmen that work to please the more delicate senses of man and woman.
Have a good one. See you around. What can I do for you? Safe travels.
Darren will be right for a resourceful one. Perhaps you can help Cookie out. If I serve the crew chicken for dinner again, I'll be sent to Brig for sure. I've noticed that your crawlers all along the coastline. Lots of crawlers. Bring me crawler meat and I'll be forever indebted to you. Help a reformed pirate out?
See you later.
I wonder if you can really hear the ocean in these things. Engineer Spark overground places the shell in his pack. Alright, let's go. What is my... 290.
Hey there. Safe travels.
Yar, shiver me timbers. Sorry, lad, I gotta practice me pirate, least I forget it.
See you later.
Bless your heart, stranger. This will go a long ways in lifting the morale of the crew.
Have a good one.
Need help? Light bless you.
Any luck, stranger?
For the Alliance.
Here, reverses of one. With our navigation gear, we can figure out just how far we've veered off course. But wait, what's this? There's something rolled up in the map. Let me see. These are orders from Mongrel Razorduck of the Venture Company. According to these plans, they're here to strip mine the island of the crystal records, then hijack our ship once they're finished. My bronze for bushy brow. This is why they forced us to land? How could they know of our plans? I smell a traitor.
Be careful.
I've wondered about this for some time now, but this proves it to be true. There's a traitor amongst us. The plans left behind by the goblins document the conspiracy. Since I don't know who it could be, I'm going to need your help in finding the traitor. None of the crew can be trusted. If this is going to work, I'm going to need a hollowed out tree and leaves. Search near the loggers north of us for the tree. You'll need to find the leaves by yourself. Check the forest.
For the Alliance.
Priestess Kayleen Dayar.
Greetings.
Greetings, human. Your mobile actions are acknowledged. May Loon protect you.
May the stars
Well,
guide you.
some may look at our current predicament as an unfortunate turn of events. I sense that we're here for a reason. The visible hand of fate has pushed us in this direction. The reason why will become evident in time. To the west lies an ancient night elf city, now in ruins and overrun with Naka. It would be remiss for me to sit idly by while the Naka invaded my ancestral lands. You have shown yourself a capable paladin. Honor my people and cleanse the ruins of their unwelcome inhabitants.
The loon like
Archaeologist Adamant Lionheart.
How are ya?
I am Adamant Lionheart of the great city of Ironforge. As you can probably guess by looking at my uniform, I was once part of the Ironforge Elite Guard. Yes, I was Matney's right-hand man, at least until I retired. Now I dabble in archaeology. It's a hobby, really, plus I figure it would be a great way to see the world.
Watch your back.
Priestess tell me that the ruins of the West and what's left of the Night Elf civilization. That got me thinking about what my pappy used to say about Night Elf ruins. Sonny, whenever you see the Night Elf ruins, Night Elf relics are sure to be close by. Now, what kind of dwarf would I be if I didn't hire the first person I saw to go digging up Night Elf relics for me? Now I'll get going.
See you soon.
How are ya? Keep your feet on the ground. Off with ya.
Leaves, where are the leaves? Huh. go turn, go this way, then make our way back.
Greetings. Go with honor, friend.
I love it when a plan comes together.
Light bless you.
I must warn you, what I ask of you next will be dangerous. I won't think less of you if you decide not to help me out, Orthdin.
Go with honor, friend.
According to the plans, the trader and the leader of the goblins, Gazelle, are to meet at a cove on the western island. I need you at that meeting, Orthdin. Remember the tree and leaves? You're going to wear them. It's a perfect disguise. Go to the cove and look for a Naga flag. If the flag is there, it means a meeting is planned. Use the disguise kit when you see the flag and wait. Eventually, the trader will show. Let the meeting finish and return to me with the identity of the scoundrel.
Be careful.
Do you gotta go inside? Oh, I might not have to. At least yet.
It's too far away. I'm out of range.
You cannot make out any of the symbols on the tablet. Perhaps the priestess would be able to decipher this mysterious runes.
That's still before. I need to get closer. It's too far away.
What's the big idea, Spark? Why'd you call this meeting? What's the big idea? You nearly blew my cover, idiot. I told you to put the compass and navigation map somewhere safe, not out in the open for any fool to discover. The Master has gone to great lengths to secure information about the whereabouts of the Exodore. He could have blown the entire operation, including the cover of our spy in the inside. Relax, Spark. I have it under control. We'll strip the mind Exodore right up from under them, making both you and I very rich in the process. Relax. Do you know what Calthasas does to those who fail him? Gazelle, eternal suffering and pain. Do not screw this up, fool. Our Bloodmist scouts have located our contact. The fool villain will soon leave himself open and defenseless, long enough for us to strike. Now, get out of my sight before I vapor use. Yes, sir. It won't happen again. This appears to be a bowing ledger. You cannot understand the Blood Elf language, but you note that there is a picture depicting a dread Jedi, a smiling Blood Elf standing over the corpse, and a symbol of what you think is some sort of Blood Elf currency. They put a hit out on Draenei. You must inform the Exarch. Oh, never gotten that quest. Someone can drop the mask, but apparently that's why it's as rare as it is, because even if you do find him, it doesn't drop it all the time.
Welcome.
Yep, I keep
Watch
selecting
your
that
back.
one.
What's on your mind? Be good.
Light be with you. For the Alliance.
That traitor is going to wish he never messed with Alliance Naval Command.
Light bless you.
I can't believe it. It was the gnome all along. I should have known.
For the Alliance.
Spark must be brought to justice. I need you to go down to the beach and find the deceitful gnome. Once you find him, get whatever information you can out of him. If a high-ranking official of the Alliance has committed treasonous acts, who knows how many others are corrupt. And Orthdin, use force if you have to.
Be careful.
Goddess bless you. Go in peace.
Elune be praised, the Ruthless spirits may find tranquility after all.
Goddess watch over you.
You found something?
Asha
I can't read these runes, but I know someone who can.
Go in peace. May the stars
Adamant, could
guide
you please take a look at these tablet and try to decipher these runes? Of course, anything for you, darling. Alright, let me take a look at the tablet. Naga Warlord. Oh dear. Well, you aren't going to like what I have to tell you, young missy. This tablet is a Naga communication. Their leader, Warlester, has ordered his Naga to take the rest of the island by force. And it looks like he's got big reinforcements coming from Nazarah. You've got to do something about this. Thank you, Adamant. I think I know just the person for the job.
Ishnu Dardier. Elune
A
like
Naga mission would be disastrous, Orthdin. I have seen what the Naga can do, and I would not want to see such catastrophe befall any being. If I were to guess, this warlord Zistras will be hidden in a cave, probably along the coast to the west.
Asha
Ah.
Ra.
What's the rest of that? Coast to the west. Find Lord Zistras and put it into his reign. Okay.
You got my attention. Off with you.
Don't come back without some ancient relics.
Safe travels.
My pappy would be proud. His boy strikes it big for the first time a set of night elf runes he comes across. With your help, of course. Yes, don't worry, I won't leave you out of the discovery. Your name is Orthdin, right? They'll learn all about you in Ironforge.
Watch your back.
Can I help you?
Can't you see that I'm busy? Heads over, Spark. The Admiral knows it was you who betrayed the Alliance.
Pleased to meet you.
Now, you're either going to cooperate with me and tell me everything that you know, or you're going to engage in some fisticuffs.
Be seeing you.
Does it frighten you to know that there are those who would serve the Legion with such devotion as to remain unwavering recipients of your pointless civilization until called upon? Live in fear, die by the will of Kel'Thuzad is all the same. And now I cut you. Die. Servant, several years' worth of planning have been lost. The Draenei and their pitiful leader have escaped the grasp once again. What's more, they have stolen my vessel and crashed it upon Azeroth. While it is true that the Master Erdar agent has failed, she was able to transmit Exar's location to us. Unfortunately, her data is still a missing nature to Jedi. We may still be able to use her for our purposes. Contact our spy and prepare for a full-scale assault upon the Draenei. Kill them and all and recover my vessel. You are the only link I have on Azeroth that is able to repair the damage the brutes inflicted upon the Exodar. Do not fail me, no. Should your lust for riches interfere with my orders, you will spend eternity in prayer. You will pray for death to come and release you from the tortures only should you falter. King Sunstrider.
King's honor, friend. Light bless you.
Did you find the lying dog?
Go with honor, friend.
Incredible. This is all part of their master plan. This information must reach the king and your own leaders. The implications are staggering.
Be careful.
You must get the information to your people, Orthdin. While your brave acts have certainly slowed down the plans of Kel'Thuzad and his Dark Master, the attacks will undoubtedly continue. Take the traitor's communication to your leader. They should see it for themselves. Perhaps you'll be able to better understand some of what was written.
Go with honor, friend.
Great to meet ya. Watch your back.
Legion's end draws near. Good health.
Yes, I'm very
long
busy,
life.
Orthdin.
Remain vigilant.
By the fearless, dramatic head of Orthros, it is good you brought this to me, Orthdin. These blooders are out for, well, blood. Velen will be informed at once. Take this reward.
Blessings upon your family.
You have returned.
May your days be long. And your
Ex-Arch
hardships
Melanonus takes the letter from you and begins to read it. Damn them all to the nether. They've had a spy watching everything that we've done, and for how long? I will notify Velen at once. You've done us a great service, Orthdin. Be on the guard, as I will be contacting you once the Prophet I has given me instruction as to what to do.
Blessings upon your family.
There you are, Warlord. And goodbye.
Goddess watch over you.
With Warlord Zestras dead, the possibility of a Nagabish is now only a distant memory. We are safe, for the time being. I must admit I was wrong to think badly of you, Orthdin. You have shown that you are nothing like the filth that was Archimonde. Accept this as a gift from the Night Elves.
Go in peace.
Hi. Off with ya. What's on your mind? Keep your feet on the ground.
Alright, northward bound it is. 10,000 more. Maybe if I do all of these, I could get exalted. Let's see if I can get the explorer thingy. There we go. Crystal's Crossing. Barak the Elk Herder.
The Legion will fall.
Well, you made it this far. Let's put you to work before we get too boiled up.
Remain vigilant. Chronokai
One thing we've learned in travels is that the extreme care must be taken when introducing wildlife from one world to another. When the Exodar crashed, it was carrying specimens of various outland species, including an insectoid predator called the Ravager. Some of these specimens were lost, but many others survived and took to the wild. If we don't keep them in check, they will upset the natural balance here on the islands. You'll find the Ravagers to the west of Cressel's Crossing, near the coast.
Do not lose faith.
Kessel.
May the light embrace you.
I am Kessel, Lord of Elk, disciple of the Hand of Argus. Are you the new recruit?
Dionys Aka.
You're just in time, Orthdin. The level of activity in this area has doubled in the past week. Our agents have informed us that the Blood Elves that call themselves Sunhawk plan to launch an emphasis upon Azurmith soon. I need you to get a warning to our allies and compatriots. Warren High Chief Stillpine Hold, Eldritch Milanus at Azure Watch, and Admiral Odyssey at Odyssey's Landing. Time is of the essence, so I'm letting you my elk. Be sure to keep it out of water.
Do not lose faith.
Purpose one, we thank you for the warning. The Supine tribe will be prepared.
Good fortune.
Thank you for the warning, Orthdin. We will prepare our defenses.
Dionysaka.
Well met.
Thank you for the warning, Orthdin. We shall repair.
Light bless you.
warm wishes to...
Well done, Orthdin. That was a difficult test of your abilities, but you have passed with flying colors. To become a soldier of the Hand of Argus, you must pass many such tests.
Remember the lesson.
Have you seen the Serpent Men, the ones that call themselves Naga? Cassel spits. They dared make an advance upon this camp under cover of darkness only 3 nights ago. Can you believe the audacity of these primitive beasts? I need you to deliver a message to the leader Orthdin. To the northeast is a Rascal lair, home to Lord Zix. Find him, slay him where he stands, and drive his banner through his corpse. Let them know fear wherever they should see our standard.
Good health, long life.
Each day is a
Ionar.
blessing.
Hello, Paladin. Old man Castle over there, and he's a clever one. I'd be really careful with my dealings with him if I were you. He's offered me work caring for the elk, and being the fool I was, I took it to meeting, feeding, training, and the like. Things became real clear when he handed me the shovel.
Remember the lessons of the past.
I made a wonderful discovery, Paladin. On the uncorrupted parts of this island grow a remarkable fruit called the sand pear. They're found near the bottom of the trees. I've been pairing pies with them. If I'm ever not careful, Derek will start to wander over and steal my fruit. I've taken gathering enough to share with the animals, but my stores have gone, and the craving for pie has returned. Would you be willing to help gather the fruit I need for another batch of pies? I promise I'll share.
May your days be long and your hardships few.
It's too far away. I'm out of range. It's too far away. I need to get closer. I'm out of range.
Arcanon Poros.
The sand pears are getting harder to find, and of course that means less pie and fewer treats for elk here. Were you able to gather all the fruit I'll need?
Be well.
Did you have a difficult time finding enough? It's been taking me long for each trip. Soon I'll have to stop altogether since I won't be able to have the spare time. Thank you for gathering the pears for me, Orthdin. It gives me a chance to make at least a pie or two before the season's out.
Be kind to those less fortunate. The Legion will
Well done,
fall.
Orthdin. The Ravager population will bear watching for some time to come, but we've made a good start.
Remember the lessons of the past.
Tell me, Orthdin, the Bristlelimb captured me and are planning to sacrifice me to their foul gods. High Chief Bristlethumb holds the key that opens the cage. To force him to appear, you must slaughter at the evil furbogs that inhabit the enclave, just 2 camps to the west of this camp. If you kill enough of them, he will surely come for vengeance. When he shows up, kill him and get the key. My father will richly reward you if you can save me.
I can't loot that.
Face the wrath of Bristlelimb. Oh, Bristlelimb. Thank you for saving me, Orthdin. My father will be delighted. Oh, jeez. Oh, okay. No, ambassador. Okay, I'm like, I had to escort her. Like, no, just had to rescue her, and then I had to turn her in. Okay.
Good fortune. Favor the road.
I'm sorry that you had to do that, Orthdin. Heavy-handed violence is not the way to run our way, but sometimes it is the only way. This is one of life's truths that many do not understand until it's too late. So it was for our people when we slaughtered at the hands of the orcs. Become a hand of Argus is a process of rebirth, and with birth comes pain.
Blessings upon you.
A hand of Arcus soldier is many things: obedient, brave, intelligent, and above all, honorable. You may yet exhibit some of these traits, Paladin. Report to Edrich as Menthius at Bloodwatch if you're still interested in joining the hand. He and his subordinates will further train you in the ways of the Draenei soldier. And remember this, Orthdin. Honorable people do not always perform honorably. Sometimes they cannot. You will find Bloodwatch just up this road to the north.
Do not lose faith.
And let me get the flight path. Silverpine Ambassador Orlog. As you greet Orlog in the Forbog language, he smiles. You must be the one spoken of in the prophecy. It is a great honor to meet you. I am Ambassador Orlog, High Chief Steelpine's representative in Bloodwatch. Once again, you have proven yourself to be all that I have prophesied. You have the eternal gratitude of the High Chief Orthdin, and these Steelpine relics to choose from.
The Legion's end draws near.
I had a feeling that you would make it this far, Paladin. If you're willing to go further, I am willing to teach you.
Remember the lessons of the past.
So what I think I'm going to do is grab all the quests and then probably park and then just continue for next time.
The Naru have not forgotten us. Die on this
What does Arcus mean to you, Orthdin? Many Draenei employees do not know or remember our home planet. It is there that we split from the Manarari, the twisted domestic reflections of ourselves that were gifted by our Sargeras, or as they call themselves, Eridar. Eridar, this word once held meaning. Asmodeus maxes this episode to taste the word disgusting. Let us not waste any more time. Find Vindicator Boros to begin your training.
Good health, long life.
Highbringer
Arcanon
Mikolas. If you only learn one thing during your time in Bloodmist, Paladin, I hope that is vigilance. This island claims the enemy first and begins to wear down even the most guarded of warriors. Everywhere you turn, a foe stands ready to take your life.
Good health.
Welcome to Bloodwitch, Paladin. Seeing the defenses of the outpost is my primary concern, but I've also been tasked with a variety of other duties by our leaders at the Exodar. The problem is that it's hardly safe to send out large amounts of researchers when the island is this dangerous. I need someone to gather a series of crystal samples from various sites on the island. The first sample I need must come from the Ravager-infested ship debris south of town and across the bridge.
Blessings upon your family. Remember the lessons
The Hand of
the
Arcus
past.
has established a forward base at Vindicator's Rest, but they are sorely outnumbered by both the Blood Elves and mutated wildlife. Without backup, their outpost is in danger of falling and will have no way to keep an eye on the events near the Vector Coil. Report to Scout Dural at Vindicator's Rest to the northwest and offer her your assistance,
Do
Orthdin.
not lose faith.
If these two don't start talking soon, I'm going to get violent with my words. You dare speak to me, blue-skinned mongrel? I would rather die than tell you anything.
May the light embrace you.
Walker Right, Pathias. Welcome to Bloodwitch, Paladin. In my travels, I have amassed a wide variety of tools, artifacts, and knowledge from the various peoples we've encountered. Should you find yourself in need of this knowledge, you have only to ask.
Dionys Aka.
Harbinger Michaelis has done a commendable job of safeguarding Bloodwatch Paladin, but our enemies are many and our resources few. Our weakness is well known to our enemies, but your contact with the forces of the Alliance is something we haven't accounted for. I prepared a letter of introduction to the people of Orthdin, the closest Alliance settlement, proposing cooperation in the fight against our foes. Take it with you and seek out Huntress Kella Nightbow near the docks west of the Exodore.
Safe journey.
Vindicator Boros.
Ronakai Christor.
What does it mean to be a hand of Arcus? We are agents of the light. We serve without question. We die without question.
Dionys Aka.
The Exodor's crash scattered pieces of foul crystals all over Blood Mist Isle, corrupting the water and the landscape. We've even begun finding pieces of the crystals that the flesh of animals taking for meat. I've uncovered a way to purify the shard and turn them into functioning crystals, so if you bring me enough shards, I'll trade you one of my corrupted crystals for them. So far, I've found the shards in the bodies of bears, ravagers, flutterers, and tridents inhabiting the corrupted parts of the island.
Remain vigilant. Good health, long life. May your days be long and your hardships few.
Oh, Orthdin, I've heard about you. You're the one that made the quest run under 50 minutes, right? Probably not. Are you ready to spill some blood in the name of the light, for Velen, for Argus? Boro laughs. I'll slow down.
Dionys Aka.
Bloodwatch is one of the two forward bases operated by the Hand of Argus. If you've already been to the other base, Azura Watch, things are completely different in Blood Mist. When we first got here, the land was as beautiful as Azura Mist. We even called it Silver Gale, but now sickness is spreading across the land. Worse yet, the Blood Elves that were battling on the Exodore survived the crash. This brings me to your assignment. Venture northwest into Bladewood and terminate any Blood Elves that you find there.
Remember the lessons of the past.
Messenger
The Naru have not forgotten.
Hermesius. I deliver the mail to you and from our remiss paladin. If you need a message delivered, it would be more likely be routed through me first.
May your days be long.
Are you Orthdin?
your
It's about time.
hardships
I'm
few.
just about giving up fighting on you. There's an urgent message waiting for you at the mailbox. The person that gave it to me was a human admiral from Azura Mist. Admiral Odyssey something. The name escapes me. He said you wouldn't know who he was. Hermonius shrugs.
Remember the lessons of the past.
It's Prospector Natchalon. In my years as a member of the Explorers League, I've been all over Azeroth, but I've never seen anything quite like Blood Mist.
Safe travels.
Babysitting, would you believe it? They pulled me out of a promising dig and sent me along with Captain Audius' expedition to babysit that little gnome. I never heard of a gnome wanting to become a prospector before, so I asked. Seems we were taking gnomes now, and this particular one has a fascination with murlocs. While he's gone off and set up a shop in an old turtle shell on the northern shore of the island. Go and have a look if you don't believe me.
See you soon.
Tracker Lycion.
Open your heart to the light.
The others look at this landscape and see only death, corruption, and adversity. None of these things are in short supply, true, but that view ignores the opportunities presented by our environment. I will not stand by and watch these opportunities go ignore Paladin. With your help, we will demonstrate to others here at Bloodwitch just how to make use of the environment and its creatures.
Be well.
As I'm sure you've seen in our time on Bloodmyth Isle, very little remains unchanged by our arrival. My training expertise have taught me that even the products of the environment like this one can be put to use. With so few resources, we must rely on our ingenuity to provide for us. I've been supplementing our stores with meat from the bears that wandered this island. With the proper preparation, it can safely be eaten. If we're going to be out in the field, why not help replenish our stocks?
Be kind to those less fortunate.
A good woodsman is making use of almost every available resource, Paladin. Even the most bizarre creatures possess attributes we can use to our advantage. With Bloodwatch under constant assault from the Blood Sunhawks, we're looking to a variety of natural defenses, including traps. Lash and thorny vines are perfectly suited to the construction of traps I have in mind. The combination of sharp spines and deadly toxins will fell unwary attackers. Bring me the vines of mutated extractors so that I begin my work.
Dionys Aka.
Matt Parm.
Warm wishes to you.
O Arcus Eldritch was the most sacred of our cities. Would you believe me if I told you that the walkways were lined with precious metals, that the rivers glistened even in complete darkness? I long for those days. How long has it been? 1,000 years? 10,000?
Safe journey.
Did you know that the mushrooms hunting is far more dangerous than mushroom consumption? Mushrooms hunters expose themselves to many unknowns, not including potential wildlife dangers. What would life be without a little danger? I am in need of mushrooms for my collection. Scattered throughout these unexplored wilds, you will find 4 different types: an aquatic stinkhorn, a blood mushroom, a ruinous polyspore, and a falcon fungus. They are each unique to various regions and blood mists. Bring them to me.
Dionis Aka.
Vindicator
The
Alicia.
Naru have not
It's good to see
forgotten
another few faces here in Bloodwatch Paladin. Although the Blood Elves are the most immediate threat, there are other sinister creatures that Blood Mists I'll call home. The Nazavis Sadar are of one particular concern. They have followed thematic creatures commanding dark magics and feeding on the corruption created by the Exodor's crash. We must hold them in check, but first we must learn more about them. Go southwest to Nazavan and learn what you can from their grotesque monument.
Remain vigilant.
The sign contains various announcements and notices of reward. Wanted, Deathclaw. By order of Hardraber Milagos, a bounty of 18 silver to be paid to the brave soul who delivers with proof of the marauding bear Deathclaw's demise. Deathclaw should be considered extremely dangerous and is responsible for the killing of a survey team on the coast to the northwest of Bloodwatch. Travelers are advised to avoid the area. Dear friend, my hand trembles as I ink this letter. I pray that it reaches you in time. Last night, Edward Haynes, captain of the ship Lost Hope, appeared before me in my tent. The same Edward Haynes that died of scurvy 20 years ago. This apparition told me a tale that made my heart tremble. A tale you and I need to hear on a mission that I need you to accomplish. Will you do it? Will you seek out Edwin and Wormscar Island northwest of your base? Regards, Admiral Adios. Moray.
Greetings, friend.
Everything that has happened since the crash is little more than a blur. It seems like a lifetime ago that I was aboard the Exodor. Now my reality is restricted to the island with its mutant creatures and endless sea of blood elf agents. Soon it will be as if I've never known anything different.
Dionisaka.
Do you think often of your family, Orthdin? There were a number of families aboard the Exodor, but I've heard very few being reunited. I myself am looking for traces of my husband, Galleon, who was a technician in the Cairo Corps. The wreckage of it is located to the west, and it's swarming with blood elves. I must find out what became of Galleon. Even news of his death is better than never knowing. My husband will be wearing a pendant identical to my own. They were a gift from my sister.
Remain vigilant.
The black slit Morlocks on the southwest coast are curious creatures, and in some ways they act barely sentient, yet in others they show a remarkable degree of organization. I have a few theories about that, but no way to test them until recently. I devised a method that would allow me to track the Morlocks I'm interested in without doing any lasting harm or interfering with their natural behavior. If you're willing to help with the markings, I'll gladly pay you for your assistance.
May your days be long and your hardships few.
The Naru
Archius.
have not
I am
forgotten us.
Archius, Chief Expeditionary Officer of the Bloodwatch.
Remember the lessons
About a
of the
week
past.
ago, my research team and I were out exploring the western wilds of Blood Mist when we were attacked by bloodthirsty spiders. The effect of the crystal contamination was clearly evident as the spiders were massive and extremely aggressive. I managed to escape, but my team was so lucky. You must not let the same fate befall others. Go west to the Aberweb Pass and destroy the spiders and their monarch, Zarkar.
Be kind to those less fortunate.
Welcome. Browse at your leisure. Favor the road traveled by few.
Defender
The
Ardale.
Legion will fall.
I am patiently waiting orders,
Do
Paladin.
not lose faith.
We don't dare abandon our post or wander too far from Vindicator's Rest human. The mutated creatures closest to the Vindicator coil have been changed profoundly by energy leaking from the crystals. The mutated tanglers appear to have gained a certain degree of sentience. They've learned to create, set, and conceal various traps that can ensnare even our most careful warrior. You'll never be able to move against the Sunhawks if we are constantly forced to look underfoot. Attack the problem at its source, Orthdin.
Be well. Good health.
Most of the
Long
creatures touched by the crystal's energy have been corrupted in the same way. Strange marks on their flesh increase aggression and small crystal shards in their bodies. However, the foul water spirits north of here appear to be turning entirely to the crystal. I've never seen anything react to the crystals this way before. Even when explored the foul pool, they were particularly dangerous. We must get rid of them before the Sunhawks can exploit them as a new source of energy.
Remember the lessons of the past.
Alright, let's go park. Alright, I think that's it for now. Thank you to you for watched, and may the light embrace you.